I put them all in the ziploc. The ziploc that's already the ziploc that's in there. So when we grab something, just grab a ziploc and pick whatever. But there's all in the bottom too.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dave.
Sorry, I am late. My computer decided it was a good idea to update as I was turning it on just now.
Gotta love Microsoft.
They're my favorite.
Who wants to lead?
It's Dave's turn. Tom did it last week, and then I did it before that, and Amy did it before that. So now Dave gets to do it.
Yeah, we don't hear much from him.
I know.
All right, deal. I can do that.
Sweet.
Let me pull it up really quick. Okay. So I guess we just start in one. We'll go ahead. Is everybody ready to go?
I am.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, ready.
Let's do this. So number one is consider 5 individuals with different occupations. It gives the table, and it says in a barter system, which of the following pairs has a double coincidence of once? And
Time out.
What?
Are we? Is this the right quiz?
Did
That's
I do
not.
the right one?
Did
I do
you
the right
next
quiz?
week's?
I
Guys,
think you did
I
the
do
right quiz, brother.
Oh no.
I think you did. I think you
Oh,
did.
shoot.
No
Yeah.
wonder it's so easy.
You're done for next week.
Leave it to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Wait, what chapter were we supposed to do?
I have
Chapter 12.
I have lesson 8, chapter 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I got.
I was way excited because I read the chapter, I did all of this, and it was the wrong one. That's fantastic.
Well, it's only
okay.
Monday. Just look how much farther ahead you're going to be next week.
Thank you. That's very optimistic. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to be a whole lot of help this time.
I guess Dave's not leading tonight. Never mind.
I'll lead next week, okay?
That's funny.
I'm going to try that next time I'm in charge of leading.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll try and lead, but there's a couple I didn't get, so hopefully y'all did.
Okay.
I guess I can share. You want me to share my screen? Doesn't matter.
You don't have to share your screen until there's the ones with the actual, when we actually had to do math.
Yeah, I think there's only a couple that way.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, Dave, if you want to, I don't know if you've pulled up the real quiz yet, so you can kind of follow along.
I'm getting there. I'm almost there.
All right, we'll give you 2 minutes. Just let us know when you're ready.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, get the real quiz.
I'll see what I can do.
Get with the program. Come on.
He was busy trick-or-treating. Give him a break.
So this is chapter 12 then. Okay, I'm there.
Okay.
Guys.
All right. So number one, which of the following are residents of rich countries likely to have in greater quantities or better quality? What? Yeah. Than residents of poor countries. And so rich countries are likely to have housing, healthcare, and life expectancy in greater quantities and better quality than residents of poor countries. So D, all of the above.
I agree.
I agree.
Number two, during the past century, the average growth rate of U.S. real GDP per person implies it doubled on average about every, I got C, 35 years.
That's what I have as well.
Me too.
We're doing so well. Good. Number three, the average income in a rich country such as the United States or Japan is more than, I got C, 10 times, but less than 20 times the average income in a poor country such as Indonesia or Nigeria.
I have the same highlighted on my paper.
Me too.
Excellent. Number four, which of the following correctly ranks the 3 countries from highest to lowest for percentage of high school age children in school? United Kingdom, and then Mexico, and then Mali, which is C again, is what I got.
I second that.
I concur.
Nice. Must be that quiz where every answer is C. Number 5, countries that grew the fastest over the last 100 or so years had average growth rates of real income per person of about, again, C, 2.5% per year.
That's what I highlighted.
I have C too.
That's a lot of C's. Okay, number 6. Last year, real GDP in the imaginary nation Oceania, whatever, was 561 billion, and the population was 2.2 million. The year before, real GDP was 500 billion, and the population was 2 million. What was the growth rate of real GDP per person during the year? I got D on that one, 2%.
So did I.
That's what I have highlighted.
Excellent. Number 7. Which of the following would... Oh, by the way, Dave, if you have questions about how some of these answers are coming up, just let me know, and I'll spat out either a page number or some kind of formula that was used.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Number 7. Which of the following would, by itself, reveal the most about a country's standard of living? The answer I got was D. It's productivity.
Me too.
3.
Excellent. Number 8. The notion that our ability to conserve natural resources is growing more rapidly than their supply. The notion that our ability to conserve natural resources is growing more rapidly than their supplies are dwindling is supported by the fact that, I got C, inflation-adjusted prices of most natural resources have been stable or fallen over time.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. Number 9. If any inexpensive alternative to oil were found, the price of oil adjusted for inflation, I got A, would decline as the alternative would reduce the demand for oil.
I also had A.
Me too.
Now, that one I didn't have a reference for. I just kind of...
It's kind of common sense almost.
That's what I thought. I didn't look. I
Okay,
didn't
good.
really look it up either, but that made the most sense.
Yeah, I couldn't find it in the book, so I just said, well, this is the one that makes sense to me, so that's what I'm answering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Number 10. Country A has twice as many workers as country B. Country A also has twice as much physical capital, twice as much human capital, and access to twice as many natural resources as country B. Assuming constant returns to scale, which of the following is higher in country A? I did not get this one, so I skipped it.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
I had D, neither productivity nor output per worker.
Okay, what is your rationalization for that?
Well, everything. So if we look at country A has twice as many workers, it also has twice as much physical capital, twice as much human capital, twice as much natural resources. Everything's twice as much.
Right.
But mathematically, everything's actually equal on a 1-to-1 basis, just because everything's twice as much. So they don't
So
have
even though country A may be producing more,
overall they're producing more, but they're using twice as much because they have twice as many people.
I put D as well, and I wasn't exactly sure, but I copied something out of the book where it has that thing that says XY equals AF, and then in parens it has XL, XK, XH, XN, and it says the doubling of all inputs would be represented in this equation by X equals 2. The right side shows the inputs doubling, and the left side shows the outputs doubling. So even if they're double, you're doubling one side, which means you're doubling the other side. If you double the inputs, you're doubling the output, which means it remains constant.
okay, I'll go for that one. Like I said, I was reading that over and over again. And I was trying to find some kind of mathematical formula, and I couldn't figure it out.
I think as I think about it, because it's asking, let's just think about output or whatever. You have twice as many workers, so let's say they're just 2 workers compared to 1 worker.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd say they got 2 of each of the elements or whatever versus 1. So when you do math, 2 divided by 2, each worker is still going to produce just one thing, versus a 1-to-1 is still one thing. So their outputs are equal between both countries.
So it's going by not necessarily the number or the amount they do, but more.
It's not talking. The question never asked about the total amount the country's producing. It's asking about the number that the person produces.
Right. Okay. That works for me. I'll go for that.
I think it's the last little thing that gives it away, assuming constant returns to scale. That's where I got my D from.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's move on. Number 11. Which of the following would increase productivity? I got D on that one.
I put D, all of the above.
I did too.
Okay, good. Number 12. If the number of workers in an economy doubled, all other inputs stayed the same, and there were constant returns to scale, productivity would, I got D on that one, it would rise, but less than double. And that goes back to the formula that Maine was talking about for number 10. Because it says that if everything doubles, then it will double. But if only a few things double, it may rise, but it would not double.
Yes.
So that's why I got number 12.
I put A. And the reason I
Did
put
you?
and I could be 100% wrong, that's why we're here, I guess. So it's saying all the inputs are staying the same. So we're sticking with that one input of everything. But the number of workers has doubled. So the output per worker has now been cut in half. Because you have twice the workers, but you still have the same amount of inputs.
Yeah, but I think the thing in A is it falls to less than 1/2.
Well, let me read you what I have for where. Let me go back and read because I marked down. I got that one out of the book 12.2b, second FYI, second paragraph. Let me read that
Hold
over.
on, I got to write that down. 12.2b.
It's the second FYI, and it's the second paragraph in that second FYI.
FYI, second paragraph. Okay.
Let me just real quick.
I'm trying to see if my book is open.
Yeah, I thought mine was open, but I didn't open it. Hey, Tom, do you have the loose leaf or you use the electronic version?
I do not use, I have the loose leaf.
Okay. That explains why you go by page numbers all the time.
Sorry.
Hold
No,
on.
that's fine.
I'm opening mine. I just had to log in. It's been sitting idle for so long.
I have to have something physically in front of me that I can write on or take notes in the edges or highlight or something versus just reading on the screen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just don't have the time or the money to pay for all those books. All right, here it is. FYI, second paragraph says, many production functions have a property called constant returns to scale. If a production function has constant returns to scale, then doubling all inputs causes the amount of output to double as well. Mathematically, we write the problem the function is constant return to scale for any positive number. So a doubling of all inputs would be represented by this equation, blah, blah, blah. So it says if everything doubles, then output doubles or productivity doubles. But what I got out of that is if part of it doubles, then it will rise, but it won't exactly double.
So what if, because the first section you said there is if all the inputs double. Well, the inputs stayed the same.
Wait, isn't number of workers the same thing as human capital?
Right.
But all the other inputs stayed the same.
Correct. So you doubled the workers.
But you did not double
anything else.
Your resources or your physical capital, your natural resources or physical capital.
Correct.
So it would fall to less than 1/2. So we put, what did I put? I put B. It would fall, but it would still be greater than 1/2 of its former value.
You put B?
Yeah. But I understand Tom's reasoning there, so now I'm questioning my own self.
Let's do this real quick. C.
To me, it almost would be like in between A and B. It just fall to 1/2. I don't know whether it would be greater. I don't know how it necessarily couldn't be greater because you only have half, but why would it be less than half?
Let's see what this says here. The number of workers in an economy doubled. All other inputs stayed the same, and there were constant returns to scale. Productivity would. Number 11, they have the answer for number 11 as B.
We're on number 12.
No,
Does that
I'm
make a
talking
difference?
this. No, this is a. I did a Google.
Oh,
For
now Google it again in another location.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just looking here. So it says B fall by less than half for that one. Let's see what else. Try to find another one here. Let's see what this one says. Oh, I got it down. That one.
Let's see here. Past 100 in the trend.
All right, let's see. If the production function of an economy had constant return to scale, that's not what I want to know. If the economy was constant return to scale, what do we find productivity?
Fall, but by less than half. Okay, this one says, okay, the one I'm looking at says it will fall, but by less than half. One that I just found, which is A.
What does Course Hero say?
Yeah, Course Hero's kind of cryptic sometimes. They're mean.
It is. I hate it.
They don't always share the right answers.
They're pretty good normally, though.
Yeah. Let's see what it says. Imagination.
Course Hero says fall, but by less than half. In one of the Course Heroes I looked. So that's two different Google searches that are saying A.
Okay, what's Quizlet say?
Yeah, I'm looking at Quizlet, but I'm not seeing anything. Logical, there are diminishing returns. No, currently GDP increases now.
Here's another Course Hero that says fall, but it would still be greater than 1/2 its former value.
That would be greater than 1/2?
Yeah, but that's the first time I've seen that one. I mean, the other two I saw had A as the answer. Here's a Yahoo. Okay, productivity is measured as output per man hour. If the returns to scale are constant, your assumption, then output per man hour does not change. You can't have everything else stay the same with your production function. If everything stays the same, then for everything, then why we also which one? If it is, if the only other inputs stay the same, the answer is B. Additional labor input will increase the output at the same time. So what? Does not increase by a factor of 2. That, oh, there's a thumbs down on that one. Never mind. I skipped the thumbs down.
All right, let's put a question mark by that one and move on.
Okay.
That's number 12. Look for that one here. Okay, so 12 will come back to look at it some more in a little bit. 13. Brooklyn has a population of 10,000, of whom 7,000 work 8 hours a day to produce a total of 224,000 final goods. Laborland has a population of 5,000, of whom 3,000 work 7 hours a day to produce a total of 105,000 final goods. For this one, I got C. Workland has lower productivity but higher real GDP per person than Laborland.
That's what I got too.
I marked the same.
Okay, good. 14. Go ahead.
Hold on, Dave's asking a question.
What's the formula for productivity?
I'll tell you. Output divided by labor. This is what I put. Output divided by laborers times hours. I use laborers because it doesn't say laborers, but it says population of 10,000, of whom 7,000 work. So I called the 7,000 the laborers.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And remember the real GDP, it's output divided by population.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can keep going. Thanks for that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 14. Other things equal, relatively poor countries tend to grow faster than relatively rich countries. This is called the catch-up effect. Letter C again.
Agree. I got the same thing.
Yep.
Excellent. 15. If the best educated and most skilled persons leave a country, then in the short term, this country's human capital per worker will decrease, but physical capital per worker will increase. I put D for that one.
I highlighted the same thing there.
So did I.
Okay, good. 16. In the United States, each additional year of schooling has historically raised a person's wage on average by about, I got B, 10%. In less developed countries, the gap between the wages of educated and uneducated workers is smaller.
I got D. It's larger.
I got D as well. And I read that exact thing in the book.
Okay, I got book 12.3D, paragraph 1.
Okay, hold on.
12.3D?
Yeah, 12, make sure. Yeah, 12-3D, paragraph 1.
Hold on, I'm going here too. 12.3D, like David?
It says right here, the gap between the wages of educated and uneducated workers is even larger.
Yeah.
Oh, I misread that then. You're right, because I'm looking at it as well.
That's why we meet.
Especially scarce a gap between uneducated. Yep.
I can second that from my mission being in the Philippines. It's definitely different.
I misread that and marked the wrong one. Delete that, move this over here because where I found the answer stays the same. Excellent. Good job, guys. Look at that. You guys are scholars. Okay. Number 17. Other things the same. If a country raises its savings rate, when is growth of real GDP per person higher? I got B, as the economy moves towards the long run, but not in the long run.
I marked the same thing on mine.
I got B as well.
All right. 18. Suppose that there are diminishing returns to capital. Suppose also that two countries are the same except one has more capital per worker, and so it has more real GDP per worker than the other. Finally, suppose that the savings rate in both countries increases from 4% to 7%. Over the next 10 years, we would expect that... I didn't get this one. I skipped it.
I said B, like boy.
This is question 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have highlighted B on mine.
Okay, what's you
We'll go back to the other one of the other questions said basically the same thing. The country that starts with less capital per worker will grow faster.
It's catch up, right? Is that what
Yeah.
they called it?
Yeah. If you think of it this way, if you start from a country that has very little as far as capital's concerned,
Mhm.
let's take just some third world country or whatever.
Mhm.
They can grow way faster than, say, the United States that's already got all this stuff that's
Yes.
while we still grow, they can grow at a faster rate to catch up to us than we can.
Yeah, it says like that. That's at the very beginning of the chapter when it talks about that, where we double every 35 years. A third world country can double every 7 years.
Okay.
So
excellent.
that's why B made sense to me.
See, and that was my thought process as well, but I was like, I just didn't quite. I didn't want to take a chance on it, so I skipped it.
That's okay.
I figured you guys would help me out.
That's why I love meeting here with groups.
All right, moving along. Number 19. Which of the following public policies would be least likely to result in more rapid economic growth for a poor or developing country? I got D, inward-oriented policies.
I did as well.
So did I.
Okay. And finally, number 20, economists differ in their views of the role of the government in promoting economic growth. At the very least, the government should, I put A, lend support to the invisible hand by maintaining property rights and political stability.
I highlighted the same thing.
I got that too.
So, excellent. So I think we're good on everything except 12. But
Okay. I was hunting again while you were still talking, and I found another one that says B, this answer is B on this one. Fall, but by less than half.
Yep.
That's 3 out of the 4 that I found.
I found one the same that I had to download a Word doc. That was an AP macro practice MC chapters 25 and 26 from some college. And their question was exactly worded the same. Question 46. There.
That's mine too. I think we have the same one.
I found the same thing.
I had to look up the answer to number 46 too, so it's got to be the same.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
quickly look at.
less than half.
Yep, that's what mine says. AP Macro Practice MC chapters 25 and 26. Haha. Google is amazing.
Why that's the answer, I don't know exactly why it's less than.
And this is what ticks me off about Google is you can find the answer, but it doesn't tell you why.
I know, it's so frustrating.
Because the why is what's going to make it. I'm telling you, the homework, there's, I think, 2, maybe 3 that have to do with math. The rest are just from the book. And then on the extra credit, same thing. It's all just very, very little math. It's all about stuff from the book.
I want math.
I would prefer it. Just because it's a definite answer, where a lot of these things it's more just having to memorize information and statistics. It just drives me nuts.
I agree. I want the math problems.
So okay, so we're gonna go with did you guys decide A on this one?
Yeah.
Fall to less than 1/2 its former value.
Nanette, sweetheart. Yes.
Are we all in agreement on that one?
That's what I have.
Agreement, I should say. I don't think agreement is a word.
The big question is why. I understand.
Yeah.
I get where the half comes from. I don't get why it's less than half. I guess.
Fall to less than 1/2 of its former value.
Maybe it's because only the workers double and all the other inputs stayed the same.
Yeah.
But see, if you would think if you, you know what?
What?
So you double your, I think like Tom was saying earlier, you double your workers, but you have all these workers using the same inputs that the originals were working.
So they have
What's the point? What's the point in having those workers? Because all they're going to do is slow down productivity because they're going to be there are too many hands in the pot.
Well, yes. If you had 10 workers working on 10 different things, and all of a sudden you doubled your workers to 20 workers on the 10 different things, obviously you just halved it right there. They can't do more than half.
Yeah.
Because you have twice the amount of workers. So it can't be greater than in my. And it can't stay the same, and it can't rise. I think just by process of elimination, I was left with A.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it like that.
Yeah, it does. I should think about these more often, because now that I thought about it, after listening to you guys and give your justification, it makes more sense too. All right, so that's what we got. I'm glad I didn't take. I thought about taking the quiz early and I would have missed too many though.
I'm glad you didn't too.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this. Have you guys? I talked to Mamie earlier, but have you guys looked at the application thing for this week?
Not yet. That's too far advanced.
You might want to look at it early. Apparently, it's not
you have to choose. You have to choose a country this week, and you have to write up a paper on it.
What?
Not really a paper. It's more gathering statistics about this country. GDP. They want real GDP. They want population. They want. Let me give you some of the things it's asking for.
Mr. Kopke, does the teacher not work? No, I'm working 14-hour days all week.
I know, that's what I'm saying too. It's like, come on, people. Luckily, there's 2 websites that give you everything you need. It's just a matter of digging through them and finding the information. Yeah, so it's not horrible, because they categorize it and they organize it pretty good, so that you don't. I mean, as long as you have a somewhat understanding of where you'd find it, it's not. Yeah. So let's see. It says, here's the stuff you have to find. It wants you to find the country name, obviously. It wants you to have a picture of the country flag and a map of where the country fits into the world. So not just a picture of the country, but of a surrounding area, so that you know where it fits in the world.
It's on the globe.
Yeah. Real GDP per person in the most recent year available, population in the most recent year available, major industries of the country, the life expectancy of the country, Heritage Foundation Freedom Index. You need to know overall score from that index, the ranking, the highest rating, and the lowest rating within that index. The type of government it is, the stock of direct foreign investments at home and abroad.
Oh, wait, do we get to pick our country? Because right now I'm doing this exact same thing in my B380 class.
Yes, you get to pick your country if it hasn't already been picked.
Oh,
So
how
you
do we
can-
know if it hasn't been picked?
So you'll go into
The discussion board?
No, you'll go into in the top there. You'll see more tools, and then under more tools you see groups,
Uh-huh.
and then you go to the countries one, and then it shows you the countries. And if it says 1 of 1, it's gone. You've got to pick something else that says 0 of 1.
So do we have to view available groups?
Yes.
Hold on just a second. I better.
So when I chose my country, there was only 3 other people who had chosen countries. So I was the 4th person. So I got a pretty good pick of the litter.
I was wondering what that was when we were picking groups way back in like week 2 or 3 of the class.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got my country. Yes. I didn't want to tell you guys which one it was because I didn't want you to snag it.
I'm looking right now.
Which one did you do, Mamie?
I picked Brazil.
Oh, okay. You're good.
We're totally doing this in B380. I mean, I'm still going to have to do work, but it will be a little easier.
Yeah.
You said under groups, where was it going up to? Did you say it was
Yeah,
under
so groups,
View
right.
available groups.
More tools, groups, and then view available groups, right?
Mine says nothing available. See, I did something wrong here. More tools, groups.
More tools, groups.
Well, it helps if I go to my economy class instead of my business class.
Yes.
Groups. More view available groups. Okay, country name. And of course, the country I would have picked isn't there.
What
Which
is it?
country?
I would have done the Philippines just because that's where I was on my mission.
It's
Oh,
not in
yeah.
there, really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I'm going to complain. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, I'll figure one out.
Hold on just a second.
Once
What
you
business
choose,
class are you taking?
Business?
Yeah. Which business class are you taking?
I'm in 183 right now.
Okay.
I don't think I'm taking that one. Yet.
I'm writing on the side here. Is that country available? Or
No,
Or-
that's not on the list of countries you can choose from.
What about that one?
Um,
Or that one?
Mexico's not on the list to choose from. India's not on the list to choose from.
What about that one?
No.
Dang, I can't help
Holy
you then.
cow.
I don't know how they came up with this list. They missed half the world.
Yeah. See,
Until we-
luckily there's the 3 that I was thinking about were on there, so I got to choose.
Which country did you pick?
I ended up doing Ireland. I was going to do, it was between Norway, Ireland, and Iceland.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
Probably about, it only took me like, well, to gather the information, probably about 30 minutes, but then to create the actual presentation, it took me a while. I had to get my wife involved because she's more creative than I am.
Oh, wait, we have to make a presentation? I was sort of not listening to you when you...
So they give you, if you look at the bottom of there, there's an example. Actually, I can share my screen and show what the example looks like, I think.
Okay.
Let me open up the example real quick. And then go here and share my screen. Share it. Okay, maybe I can't share my screen. Why won't it let me share my screen? Okay, your entire screen. Let's try it. Share it. You guys see anything?
I could see myself.
How about now? What do you see?
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes, it's there. Canada.
Okay. Yeah, so they did Canada. They did Canada, and this is how they made their presentation. They put all of it kind of, here's their government, their life expectancy, their foreign direct investments, major industries, their Heritage Foundation Index. There's
Oh,
their
that's not too bad.
So, no, well, if you're creative like you, I know you're creative though, so you'll be easy with it. Me, I'm not.
Well,
very
I
creative
wouldn't
at
be
all.
able. I wouldn't have been able to come up with this unless I'd seen a. I mean, I can copy anybody.
Just the one page?
That's it. It has to be one page, but you have to get all that information on the one page.
Well, that's what you make one large page for.
And it has to be PDF, by the way.
That was my next question. How did you make yours and then save it to a PDF? I would think maybe I'll just do mine in Photoshop or in Paint.net.
You can. What I did mine in Word, in Microsoft Word, and then I just published it as a PDF.
So yours doesn't have a pretty red background or anything like that?
Mine does not have a pre-read background.
There's no rainbows or stars in the background?
You could do the same thing with Publisher. You can do the same. I'll probably do mine in Adobe InDesign or Illustrator.
Okay.
Yeah, and they suggest there's a couple of there's a couple of programs they suggest using.
Mm-hmm.
You can use Microsoft Word / Publisher, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, PictoChart, which is free online, or Canva, which is also free online.
Yeah, I've used Canva before, and it works really well. I've made a couple charts like this before, or graphics, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so Canva works.
Yeah.
I just went with Word because I know how to make Word a PDF. So
Yeah, for sure.
I know how to. I could do that too, but I'm actually not very good at Word. I don't think that I could pull something off like that particular thing on Word.
I can show you guys mine.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Did you post it yet?
Yeah, it's posted, but I think see if you
Because
guys
you're
can-
an overachiever and you're the first one probably to post it.
No, Jesse was the first one. Can you guys see that?
Well, that looks nice.
Well, so I got the information. I kind of threw it on a page, and I said, "Sweetie, would you mind looking at this?" She goes, and she fixed it.
So, yeah, it probably took her 30 seconds too, huh?
Yeah. Now you'll see on the Canada one, they have each of their references under each thing. I said, forget that. I got everything from the same thing, so I just popped it at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh,
yeah, I was
that's
looking at
not
their real
bad.
GDP.
So all in all, it took
65,000.
you. That's wow.
Isn't that crazy? I saw that. I was like, holy crap, that's
They must
pretty
have.
nice.
I wonder if there's some outliers skewing that or something, because
There's got to be.
Yeah, but the other question that goes with it, what's the cost of living though?
I don't know.
That's
actually, I think it's in there, but it's not a required thing.
If you can say 65,000, which sounds like good amount of money, but if the housing's twice as expensive, then
yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's
like
very
Canada was only 45,000, but Canada's always been
That's because once you get outside of Vancouver, Canada, it's dirt cheap.
Is it?
Oh yeah, Vancouver is outrageous. It's like New York, but as soon as you leave Vancouver, that province there, it's like pennies on the dollar.
Oh.
And here's what I found interesting: mobile cellular subscribers per 100 people. 100 people per 100 people have a mobile phone
That's nuts.
in Ireland. So everybody in Ireland has a mobile phone.
I wonder if they have a government program or something. Or well, actually,
That's,
if the average income is 65,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, that's talking kids and everything.
Yeah, because the population is 4 million, is 4.9 million, and it said mobile subscribers in Ireland 4.9 million. So I was like, yeah, that's crazy. That's infants. That's everybody. You're right.
That's amazing.
So, it's insane. But
It's a gift from the hospital. Here's your phone, kid.
here's your phone. That's funny. But yeah, so that's mine. It's kind of like I said, no red background. Now Jesse did his, and I don't remember what country he did, but his was red background as well. We're the only two that I've seen that have actually put it online. Actually, let's see. I can go here and see if anyone else has done anything.
Oh yeah, because you can't. We probably can't see it until we post, right?
Yeah, because okay, yeah. So Rosalia did France. He did Singapore, which is holy crap. They've talked about average income. His is insane.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was this class or if it was another class that I was reading about Singapore, and it's just boomed recently. It has not always been the case for Singapore.
Singapore is just a crazy country. I would not want to go there. They're so strict on their laws.
Oh yeah. Do what? Okay.
So here's Singapore. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is
Yeah, we
Singapore.
can see it.
85,000.
Wow.
But it's going to be, again, it's probably, it cost of living in Singapore is probably pretty high.
Yeah, yeah, I would think so. If it's that.
Yeah, look at what
But
look at their primary industries, and it explains why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's technological, right?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And oil.
That's crazy.
It's got a lot of foreign direct investment.
Yeah. I did find out, though, that Ireland is, well, actually, Texas is, Ireland can fit in Texas 9.1 times.
Wow.
So that means, I told my wife, I said, that means when we go visit, we can see the whole country in just a few days. It's going to be awesome. It's like driving to Dallas.
That's right. It's not even like driving to Dallas. It's like driving to San Marcos.
No. It's it says that it's 175 miles by 302 miles.
Okay, it's like driving to Houston and then yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that bad. It's like you can make it from one coast to the other going the long ways in 3 hours. Well, 4 hours.
It's like
Closer
driving
to
to
four.
Dallas.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Lots to see, and I looked up all the pictures. It was pretty.
I would love to go there. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. What else, guys? I think
Okay, I was dreading this, but actually after seeing this, it looks like it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, and I found everything on the CIA website except for this, which is the Heritage Foundation Index,
Okay.
which is only found on the Heritage Foundation Index website. But all those are given.
I said, did they give us the links to those in the assignment?
Yeah, all those are given in the assignment. Where did it go? Right here.
Okay.
So
And
they-
it's not
they got
even due until
hyperlinks.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, I went to World Bank. I didn't even like World Bank, so I just kind of skipped it because everything is in the CIA World Fact Book.
Okay.
You just got to know how to look it up. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Since I'm here and you guys are seeing me. Come in here. You choose, according to the map, you just choose wherever your country is, like Brazil.
That's my country. Uh-huh.
And then you can either pick it on here or you can go back over here and click it. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
And then it gives you everything right here. Introduction, geography, people and society, government, economy, energy, communications, transportation, military security. And then you just open it up. And people, it tells you everything you want to know about the people. Here's your population, ethnic groups, languages, religions, life expectancy is down here somewhere. Right here, here's your life expectancy.
It's lower than yours.
Oh, yeah.
You would think in Ireland it would be way low because of all the drinking.
But that's funny. If you notice, one of their main industries is beverages and brewing.
We probably do a lot of
how-
exporting, though. I mean, not that I'm a drinker, but that's probably popular. I don't know Guinness comes from Ireland, and that's a popular drink.
But everything. So the communication is where I found the mobile subscribers. Gives you telephone fixed lines, mobile lines, telephone systems. I mean, it gives you everything.
That's awesome.
Big.
So I guess it doesn't
So
really
it's-
matter
it's a-
what country we picked. This isn't going to be hard at all. This is going to be more
Yeah, well,
entertaining than
keep running.
anything.
The one thing they do say is if your country does not have a Heritage Foundation index, you have to choose a different country.
So maybe that's why a lot
So
of these
that may
things
be
weren't
why.
on. A lot of those countries weren't on there.
Probably.
Yeah, that may be why. So
Awesome.
it's interesting. I mean, I found a lot of cool things about Ireland. So
Yeah. Just
Each was
FYI, Dave, I
cool.
found this travel website that you can go to. You could even probably download the app, travelzoo.com.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my friend found round trip tickets to Iceland for $700.
what?
Six-day trip. And so we could go see the Northern Lights. They have
Really?
all kinds of stuff on their Travel Zoo.
Okay,
Travels, I'm gonna write that down.
I just did Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. That's big.
Oh,
one.
that'll be interesting. I can't wait to see these. Maybe I won't wait. Maybe I won't put it off until the last minute this week.
Well, I will. I'm too busy at work to do
Well, that too, but at least I'll have something to look forward to instead of dreading it.
it. I can just tell you, I can't wait for this election to be over.
You know,
what
Tom,
is
if
your
you'd-
job?
What's that?
What is your job?
I mail out all those stupid political flyers you get in your mailbox.
Oh,
Oh, now we know who to blame for that crud that comes in our mailbox.
Yeah, last week we mailed out, was it? I'm trying to remember now. Well, we've done in 2 weeks. We've not counting this week, which has just started. So the last 2 weeks, just the political flyers, 1.7 million of them.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
that's ridiculous.
So it keeps us busy.
Yeah, I'll bet.
At the same time,
Yeah,
you know,
but-
if you stop sleeping, you can do more homework.
I know. Tell me about it.
So are you do you work for something political or are you a mailman? Because if you're a mailman, it's not going to get any better till after Christmas.
I'm not a mailman. What
Okay.
what happens is client, whether it's a politician or just any store, period, they got their customer databases.
Uh-huh.
They give me their customer database and the postcards or flyers they want to mail.
Uh-huh.
I do all the addressing. I put the physical addresses on the piece
Oh, okay.
and do all the postal sorting for the post office. So they get discounted postage for doing it.
Oh. So yeah. You're a busy guy.
So we stay busy.
Good. I mean, for now, stinks to have to go to school and do that, but
It is what it is.
yep.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna have to get off pretty soon, but I just wanted to go over. I know we did this, but I was digging into 12 a little bit more,
Yeah.
and just looking at those resources online, and the answers that they have, they're kind of goofy because they read kind of funny, but I think the answer, well, I know the answer is actually B for 12, because I took the quiz and got 20 out of 20 on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From somebody who hadn't even done the quiz, you're already done.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I took the quiz and it's B. Just the wording in some of the answers that we got offline, it says that it falls, but by less than half. And so the answer would be that B, it falls, but it's still greater than 1/2 of its former value because it fell by less than 1/2. It's confusing, but
Oh,
yeah,
so
you
I
got
had B, but I changed it.
So
Woo!
yeah,
let me go back because I don't think I had B. I put A, didn't I?
yeah,
You
yeah.
put A originally.
I had A originally.
No, Tom had A originally.
I had A originally.
So
You were able to talk us out of it, but it made perfect sense. So, wow.
So B is the answer.
B is the answer. Yeah.
So it falls,
Now,
but
good
it would
thing you
still be
shared that with
greater
us.
than 1/2 of its. Okay, that makes total sense if you say it like that.
Yeah.
Took one for the team, but it worked.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why
so-
did you go with what made you go with that one?
Well, just because the answers that I was reading, like this AP macro practice exam that you guys were looking at,
Uh-huh.
it says it falls but by less than half. And so I just thought the wording was funny, but the wording didn't match up with A.
Oh, you're right, because it says it falls to less than
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why I went with B2, because I got my answer off one of those Coursera ones.
Yeah.
And I didn't go any further because it sort of made sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just thought I'd share.
Did we get the rest of the answers right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Good.
All right. I posted the link there on the right in the chat.
Yeah, I already went and posted it too on the group collaboration.
What? I haven't done that yet.
I need to do that because I'm not part of your group online for some reason.
But I always put your name on there.
So I posted in the group I'm part of, which I can't even meet with them.
Oh.
How the heck do you guys copy that stinking link? Oh, maybe just right click on it. Duh.
Silly. Okay.
I keep trying to highlight it.
I know, it won't let you highlight it at all.
No, I kept trying to do that. I said, forget it. I'm just going to copy
It
someone
lets
else's.
me
from the
highlight
chat.
it. I just go off to the left
Really?
and I highlight everything, even David's name. And then when I click it to copy, then I just delete the YouTube link word and the name and his name.
Okay, why don't you just show off a little more?
Well, I tried right clicking and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't. All it lets me copy is copy shortcut.
I am posting to group 3
Oh.
right now, which is not our group.
Oh.
I
I
don't,
guess what matters is that you're checking off the box.
yeah.
That's funny. Mine says group 11 still.
Yeah, mine
I
says
don't know.
group 8.
That's so screwy.
So I guess that what matters is that we all post, but
Yeah, see, I don't even put the group anymore. I just put lesson 8 collaboration and quiz.
I think that's what Dave Valverde does too. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, good choice. All right, thank you guys.
All right, talk to
See
everyone.
y'all later.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good week. Bye.